Hey everybody, it's ArrangedKarma here, and today bringing you some Darkest Dungeon. Now, hopefully things will sound different, or maybe look different, but that's because I'm using OBS rather than, Shadowplay, because Shadowplay doesn't want to work with Darkest Dungeon, so we'll use that instead. Now, before we begin, let's watch the intro cutscene. Okay, I'll shut up.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth, but we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the Darkest Dungeon.
Alright, so here we go. Gotta be a fresh, clean start. I'm gonna call it Arranged. Oh, hang on. Arranged Karma. There we go. Now, this is kind of a test recording, I suppose, because, you know, first time using OBS, so I'll fill you in a second.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Alright, here we go. So, as I was saying before, this is much of a test recording as anything, because this is my first time using OBS, and I don't know how it's going to go. I've set the recording to go for 60 FPS, but it could be less, and I apologise for that. I'm not sure how the quality will be either, so I apologise in advance. And also, this game likes to make a habit of crashing from time to time, so if that happens, I guess I'll stop the recording and make this a two-parter, because I intend to go for 10 minutes, but I don't think it will crash before I at least complete the tutorial, so... Right, so we can see here the stats of our people. Dismas, a Seeker Highwayman, and Reynold, a Seeker Crusader. Okay, so here are their quirks. They're basically like perks, I guess you could say. Each one of them has, you know, good stuff and bad things, like he's prone to stealing items, and he will only prey in town, which we'll get to later. There is their base stats, you know, based on their equipment and stuff. There's their equipment. That's their resolve level, which we'll get into a bit later. Here's their combat skills. Here's their preferred position, because it kind of acts like an RPG, as you can see. That you can move them back and forth, which is kind of nice, because then you can, you know, switch people up and everything. Here's their camping skills, which again we'll get into much later, and here's their resistances, you know, for resisting stuff. And as for Dismas, there's his stuff you can look for yourselves. Anyway, let's continue on, shall we? Right, so you can see down here we have a map, so if we want to go somewhere, we've got to click to go there.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
These act as kind of like rooms, I guess, on the way, and each one of them you can
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Okay, so we're going to start with, as you can see, when I hover over that, you got like the accuracy of it, the damage mod, and a bonus effect. So he's gonna have high accuracy, a little less damage, but it's gonna make the target bleed. So you can hit different people depending on where that character is within the group, which is kind of cool. So let's start that open vein on this person. He's bleeding now, 2 damage all around. So as you can see, it's kind of semi-turn based. Like, people will have turns before each other, even if they're on different sides, which can kind of screw you over, but most of the time it's fine.
As the fiend falls, a
First kill.
faint hope blossoms.
Well, that was what we'll talk about later. That was stress. So let's again talk later. So here we go. There's some we can interact with. We can get stuff. We got some gold.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
So items like this that give you a gold value are sold whenever your expedition ends automatically, so you don't need to worry too much about it. Right, so
An
here we go.
ambush. Send these vermin a message.
We're surprised.
The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stun him. Just so, you know, he can't attack us. We're going to use a pistol shot on this Fusilier.
Decimated.
Wow. He's dead
A
instantly.
devastating blow.
I did not expect that. Okay, so he buffed himself with 20% stun resist, so what we're going to do is we're going to take aim with this pistol. So he's going to have a bit extra accuracy and more crit chance. Point blank shot. Dodge. Okay, nice. So now we're going to do a smite, which is just a attack. Ooh, 12 damage. Pretty good. Now we're going to do a pistol shot. Come on, man. You were buffed and everything. We're going to stun this guy. Stunt. Good. So now he can't attack us. This is his turn. Let's go for an open vein.
A singular strike.
Wow. Dismas carrying the team. Jesus Christ. I'm going to finish him off with Reynolds.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Right. So as you can see up there, if we click that, we'll exit the dungeon and go back to our home. But let's see if we can do this. Nope, it's trapped. And we're planted. So, right, let's exit. Let's finish the quest, I guess. Okay, so basic quest reward. Stuff we got, which is, you know, stuff we can pick up from when we find, and heirlooms. Now, we'll get into that in a second because it's, you know, more relevant in a second. So, as you can see from the fight, we got Resolve XP, which is basically their levels. And the more they level up, the more they have access to stuff in towns, like training, more better equipment, and stuff like that. So each time they level up, they can either gain a good, bad, or both trait. So he's got a guilty conscience, he's on guard, so first round he gets extra stats. And him, he's obsessed with self-worship. So I don't really know what that means, but it's probably something to do with town. Now, let's head into town, shall we? Okay, here we
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Hold on a second, I'm just checking OBS to make sure everything's fine. Okay, it should be fine. Okay, so here's our activity log, which is just basically the log of everything we do on weeks. And here are our goals. So quest goals, we've got to kill the Necromancer, Prince, Hag, Ordinary Necromancer, the Swine King, the Hag again, the Necromancer Lord, the Swine God, and the Hag Witch. And the roster goal, which is basically, this is our roster, our group of heroes that we can send out on missions, is to, get them to level 6. Okay. So, there's a help, menu you can use. So, since I've played this before, I know what's going on, and there's these, obviously. So, the graveyard.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Obviously, it's a graveyard because this game has a permadeath system, so if he were to die in battle, he's dead forever and he will never return. So,
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
okay, so here we can recruit heroes.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Now here is where the heirlooms come into play, because you can upgrade your you can upgrade each little house thing here with heirlooms, which you find in the dungeons. So, you can upgrade the network, so every time you come back here, there's more heroes to choose from, and the hero size...
Word is
so
traveling.
we can have more.
Ambition is stirring in distant cities.
Alright.
We can use this.
So, since we've got nothing else to do, let's embark. So,
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
okay, so as you can see here, we've got different areas to go to. Now these represent what you're likely to get in there and for rewards, I guess. So here we've only got one mission to do, which is a skirmish, which is a short, which is apprentice level 1, which is what our guys are. And our goal is to complete 100% of the rune battles. Now, as you can see here, this guy likes to be at the front, so we're going to put him there accordingly. He's going to be at the front. He's going to be... let's see where she likes to go. She likes to go here, so he can go here. Can he be at the back? Ooh, he doesn't really like that, but you can see it. He likes it being at the back more than Dismas, so... okay, this is our team comp. It'll probably get knocked around a bit from abilities from enemies, but let's go.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Okay, so now here are some provisions we can buy with our gold that we got, as you can see down here. Now, we got food, which is what party members eat during count, so take that. There's people, there's random events that people will want food, and if you run out, they'll lose HP, which we do not want. We'll take a shovel, too, to clear some stuff, and we'll take torches. See, this game has a unique system, which we'll get into in a second, which you probably may have already noticed, but we'll just get into that once we're in the game, and you can actually see what it affects. So, loading screens. As you can see up here, I got my FPS counter from Steam. Okay, let's go.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
So as you can see on the map here, we got to complete 100% of all these battles, which is our quest. We can abandon it at any time from this little thing here, in case, our heroes are about to die or we can't finish it. Okay, they see that was stress. Now, being down here causes people to be stressed, which is this little bar down here. Now, this doesn't have any adverse effects immediately, but if it reaches 100, your characters have a chance to either, get a negative trait for the rest of the expedition, which can cause them to do stupid stuff, or get a positive trait, which will, increase them, but it's very unlikely. So, let's go to this. We got loot, we got a skeleton key, and some gold here. Now, this is the light level. Now, light level affects basically everything within the game. Let's trap.
Ambushed by foul invention.
As you can see here, we can give these guys some provisions to keep, which is good. Now, light levels affect basically the increase of stress that our heroes get. It increases if a monster gets surprised, and scouting, which we'll come to when we, actually happens to us. So, and the dimmer the light gets, the more higher rewards we get, but the more dangerous the entire place is. So it's up to us whether it's risk versus reward. So
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
You can go on, or you can stop and get out while you can, or increase the light level so you don't die. Yeah, see, it's here. So yeah, as you can see, we get increased stress and accuracy and damage is increased, but we get more crits and more loot. So we're gonna keep it like this for now, because it's fine. Our first taste of combat. Right, Dismas gets the first shot, so we're gonna go with the Grape Shot Blast, which has less damage and less crit, but good accuracy and hits multiple targets, which is good, because we want to hit multiple targets. For this, we're going to go for Zealous Accusation, which hits just the first two. That does has accuracy but less damage.
Press this advantage.
That's one down.
Give them no quarter.
Now the Plague Doctor, we're going to do Disorientating Blast or Blinding Gas. Let's just go with a Plague Grenade and get that. Should do some blind damage on it. There resisted it. Okay. Now, as you can see there, enemies have abilities that can push people around, basically, and, you know, affect the abilities and, you know, stuff in the group. So as you can see now, I can only use one ability from here, which is a party heal, so we're going to move her back at time, which is taking her turn, but, you know, we can move them back into position so she can actually be combat effective, because we kind of need people for That's not good. Crits. If we crit somebody, we get less stress, and if they crit us, we get more stress, basically. That's a good thing to remember in combat. So, the first two are getting pretty beat up, so what we're going to do is we're just going to heal from here, just so you know, they have some heals. So now it should be our turn, considering they already used up all of theirs, so we're going to use another Plague Grenade. Yeah, she's blighted now, so she gets 3 damage. Oh, damn it. Just extra strength, that's fine, I guess. Could be worse. Right, we're going to go for another
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
We're going to go for another Zealous.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. A powerful blow.
Gold. So let's...
A singular strike.
Give you some rations, give you some rations, and now let's continue forward. Oh, this is the scouting skill. See, each time we're in a room, there's a chance that we can see what's coming up ahead, so right now we know if we move here, let's move on to this tile, was nothing, but the next tile there's going to be a battle, so here we go. Just skeletons, so Grape Shot Blast to soften them up a bit. We're going to go for... let's go for... Disorientated Blast. Yeah, let's go for... Okay, well that didn't really help at all, so that's wonderful. Okay, he passed because he can't actually do anything from there. Okay, so we're going to go for Zealous Accusation. Wonderful. We're getting a bit hit up pretty badly, so let's go for a heal. Okay, next turn. Oh, next round. Okay, so let's go for another party heal, but we can't actually fight from here. Actually, we can use Illumination. Let's use that on him. I dodged it. God damn it. That was bad. Oh no.
Death waits
Okay,
for
so
the
now
slightest lapse in concentration.
he's on death's door, which basically means he has reduced stats and any attack can kill him, but he's still able to fight and, you know, not die. He can still fight and do everything he can, but will just reduce stats and, you know, the possibility of being hit will kill him. So it's not a definitive kill, it's just he might die. But since we, you know, did that, we should be okay.
This expedition at least promises success.
Things are going really bad. We're going to increase the light level and give him some just to keep him on his feet. What do we got? We got... let's check the map. We got now I'm
Packs
expecting
laden
something
with
here,
loot
but
are
who
often
knows?
low on supplies.
Oh no, okay, we're good. Right, let's move on then. He'll probably be fine. He's taken a bit of hit damage, but he'll probably be okay. Since he's low health, and this could be a bad event, so we're going to use her. Okay, never mind then. Just...
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Right. Okay, so this could possibly be the death of Reynold, but who knows, right? Okay, here we go. We're gonna go for a party heal. Just because I don't want to risk the dying. Not this early on, if I can help it. Oh, Jesus, that's bad. Oh,
How quickly the tide turns.
This really ain't good. Right. Okay. Going great. Let's go for a great shot. Oh. Let's go for... Plague Grenade. Actually, no, because they can't get blighted, I don't think. So let's go for a... Maybe we'll send it back. Yes, that's perfect. Right, so we're going to go for... let's go for a Smite. Almost.
And now the true test.
About to die, which is
Hold fast, or expire.
grape shot again. Damage, that's good, that's good. Gonna go for a plague grenade. Actually, no, we're gonna go for a disorienting blast. No, that's not good. That was stupid of me. Okay. Oh, this goes. Oh, he dodged it. Nice one. We're gonna go for a definite party heal here because otherwise people will die. So long as they have at least 1 HP, they're out of the Destal states, which is good, because then they still have to take 1 hit before they go get killed. Because heroes always go into Destal.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
He's 100 stress, so
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
straight. He's fearful now. So he's a bit of a scaredy cat. There we go. So if we reduce his stress to 0 within the quest, then he'll lose it, but otherwise he'll stick with it. So we're just going to keep him as he is. He's probably going to die, but you know, it happens. Let's go for a party heal again. Because again, so long as they have at least 1 HP, they're out of the death door state. That's always a good thing to have. Because
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal
He
themselves.
could die even though he's on death door, so there's a chance he could die. We've still got 2 rooms to go. 3 technically. So.
A devastating blow.
Pistol shot. Let's go for a smite on this bird rabbit. God damn it. Let's go for just a plague grenade on this damage. I think maybe they do. Okay. I get the feeling this is the end for me. Oh no, wow. I'm surprised he's dodging that many. Right, that's 2 down. Let me go. Oh. You know, he's
Teetering on the
good,
brink,
you know,
facing
not
the
super bad
abyss.
stress considering. Right, we're gonna pass, but because he passed, he's gonna get some stress. Alright. Sorry about that, family. Right, let's continue. Let's...
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be
Right,
beaten.
so, things aren't looking too hot for us. We might have to abandon the quest. Let's continue this round. For now, we're just going to continue onwards. Like the torch, so it's a bit easier. Okay, nothing in this room. Let's continue. Salvage a torch. Let's put it up. Okay, so that's good. We've got enough rations for another event like that to happen, but only 1 more. Otherwise, people will start dying because of it. Oh, great. So they were surprised, so they automatically got randomly moved. So let's go for a shot on this brawler. Missed. Oh no. Okay, nice dodge. Right, let's go for a zealous accusation. A little bit of damage. Mantle. Oh, he's gonna lose it next. I know he's gonna lose it next. Yeah, he just lost it.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Right, let's go for a party heal. Let's go for an incision. Him. Nice work. Hold on 1 second. Oh, great. Hold on. I'm just gonna turn down this a bit. Turn the music down a bit.
The human mind,
terrible.
Just turning some settings down. Just
Rats in a maze. A moment of respite.
there we go. Should probably be fine. Nice damage. Let's go for a Zealous again.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
She's gonna lose it next. There's one down. Position of him. That works. Give him a pistol shot.
Obliterated.
That was beautiful. Oh,
Survival is a tenuous proposition
Reynolds down.
in this sprawling tomb.
First quest and he's already down.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Ah, we did it anyway. Okay. He died right at the end. Gained a trait. What's that? What'd you gain? Ruben's Adventure. Oh, cool. Right, quest over. Let's get out of here.
More bones return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
We've got plenty of gold for it. Plenty of, I suppose, heirlooms, but that went awful. That just went bad. We've already lost them, man, and we're already one quest in. Oh, hello. Bleed resist. And... So in a different dungeon, he gets 20, he gets, you know, less stress, and he gets extra damage ranged. Good. That could have gone so much better, guys. I don't know what happened. Alright, so, as a recap, we've unlocked the Abbey and the Tavern. Now, places like this...
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Now, these reduce stress for people, but certain perks and quirks of each one will, you know, make them...
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Okay, so he can only clear his stress from meditation, which is, you know, because he's probably stressed at something, so... Now, what can we do with you? Let's just pray, because, you know... And as for you, business, you're gonna go here and drink your produce away. Now, what can we upgrade this to? We can. Ooh, increased stress recovery. Let's go with that.
With enough ale, maybe they can be inured against the horrors below.
That's good, because then they get increased stress recovery, which is always good to have. What about the Abbey? Can we upgrade here? We can.
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Nice. Oh, we got a new Crusader. Wonderful.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy purpose. A zealous warrior.
So now we got a new class. We got the leper, which is why he's wearing the mask and has that, you know, all this stuff. And we've got a gravedigger, which is, you know, all this stuff. Sorry, I am a bit distracted. I apologise. Okay, so she prefers to be at the back there, he prefers to be at the front, he prefers to be at the front, and he prefers to be there. So we got a good team comp, I suppose. Problem is, we can't actually embark on another expedition until we have 4 heroes available. So that means we have to remove one of them from their therapy, I guess, to actually progress, because we don't actually have enough heroes to recruit. So, but we're going to save that for next time. So, thank you everyone for watching. I apologise if this was a bit long and I'm a bit rambly. This is with OBS, so I apologise if some settings are off or I sound a bit too loud. I sincerely apologise. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.